So, can we bring back the moms?
Wow. You have to get up, do what they do. But that was insane. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Come on. I make go records, baby. I'm liking this.
Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thanks for tuning in. Blackhawks playing their 30th game of the season tonight at home against the Arizona Coyotes, a very hot Arizona Coyotes team. They find themselves tied atop the Pacific Division. They've been a very good road team this year and very good first period team this year. The Hawks were going to have to step up in this game and step up early. They wanted to match that intensity. Now, I do want to apologize because this is going to be a one-take Hawks recap episode. I had a beer league game tonight, basically right after the Hawks game, essentially the exact same scenario that we had on Friday, but I don't have the benefit of doing this in the morning like I did Saturday morning because I got to work Monday, and it is past midnight right now, so in an effort to get this done, get some sleep, doing it all in one take to minimize my editing time. I hope you understand. Apologies for that, but here we go. First period, not even a minute in. The Hawks come out, good first shift. Calvin DeHaan takes the puck coast to coast, taking it all himself, doing it all himself, except for the very latter parts of his rush where he throws it to the front of the net. Jonathan Toews right there fighting for position. He gets his stick on it, and the puck goes into the back of the net. Hawks up 1-0 early. Good start for the Hawks here, matching the Arizona Coyotes in the first period. Then later on, Hawks would get a power play in the first period. And I gotta say, I mean, us Hawks fans, we're a bit spoiled here because we've been able to watch Patrick Kane for the last decade. So we're used to this stuff. We get to just take this stuff for granted. And sometimes we just need to take a step back and think, wow, like what incredible plays we are watching. Now, are there other players in this league that can make this pass? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a ton of talent in this league. But Patrick Kane, because of his history, he kind of just mesmerizes defenders. He gets defenders to lock on him, and he draws two defenders just coming into the zone with the puck. Alex DeBrincat sneaks behind him, and Patrick Kane just has to just dish a little sauce pass to DeBrincat. DeBrincat, the puck's right on his stick, and he's all alone with the goalie. He goes backhand, forehand, top shelf, puts it home. 2-0 Hawks. Great start for the Hawks. Now, unfortunately, Hawks would turn the puck over in their defensive end a little bit later. It turned out to be a little bit of a 3-on-2 situation for the Coyotes. A little bit of bad luck. Gustafsson breaks up the pass, the cross-crease pass. Puck goes right back to the shooter. Because of that, Robin Leonard's kind of scrambling around. He's down on the ice, down and out. Coyotes find a way to get that puck in. It goes off a skate or two. Gets in the back of net. 2-1 lead now. But the Hawks, they answer back. They get an offensive zone draw. Jonathan Toews wins it. Gets back to Murphy. He puts it on net. Dominic Kubalik tips it in. It is 3-1 Hawks going into the second period. Now, the Hawks did get outshot in that first period. But overall, I thought they played pretty well. Yeah, a couple of turnovers there in the defensive zone. But their energy matched the Arizona Coyotes. And considering how good the Coyotes have been in the first period in games this year, I thought it was just a fine first period for the Hawks. And obviously having a 2-goal lead going into the second period is never a bad thing. All right, so apparently that whole one-take thing was a lie because I don't know if you could tell, but I was leading up to having to cough right there. I had some bad coughs. So I'm cutting that out. New take for the second and third periods. Here we go. We're continuing now. Don't judge me. I don't try to lie. Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you planned. Anyhow, Blackhawks second period up 3-1. Not a good second period. In fact, not a good last two periods for the Hawks. But second period, just way too many penalties. Hawks shooting themselves in the foot allows the Coyotes to get back into this game. Coyotes would score 2 power play goals in the second period. Now, here comes the cough again, but I'm going to fight it off. Here we go. Second power play goal they had to tie it up at 3 apiece was Pretty crappy, honestly. DeBrincat gets boarded, no call. Then Gilbert goes and just looks for a fight. Gilbert gets called for 5-minute fighting, an additional 2 minutes, and then a 10-minute misconduct, which basically made him miss the entire rest of the second period. Didn't come into the game until a couple minutes into the third. But that put the Coyotes on another power play. They would score another power play, make it 3-3. Yeah, you love Gilbert sticking up for his teammate there. And I'm not going to nitpick, but it's unfortunate that it was kind of bad timing, and he basically traveled the entire length of the ice to get that fight. Like, maybe if he was a little bit more savvy with it, maybe he'd wait for another shift. But like I said, I'm not really going to get too picky about it, because I think the Hawks players on the bench and I think the coaches, I think they understood and they were fine with it. And who am I to judge that, really? But unfortunately, the Hawks couldn't kill it off. Coyotes tie this game up 3-3. Going into the third, like I said, just you can't miss that call, ref. This was right in front of him. That was a terrible missed boarding call, and it led to the tying goal. But unfortunately, that happens, and you got to move on. You got a period left. You got the third period to play better, because second period was not a good period. Third period, reset, tie game, 0-0 essentially, come out, play better. The Hawks did not do that, and they had another rough period in the third. Coyotes in the second and third periods, they really showed their speed. They were skating around the Hawks. They had a lot of zone time in those two periods, and the Hawks were pretty lucky to get out of regulation tied. Robin Leonard made a couple of really, really great saves, just absolutely stacking the pads on one of them. That was insane by Leonard. Hawks survive, get it to overtime, so they get the point. They guarantee the point. Now, overtime, 3-on-3. Both teams would actually get power plays. Hawks couldn't capitalize on theirs. It gets kind of cut short a little bit because Jonathan Toews would slash a player. Coyotes wouldn't capitalize on their power play, so nobody can score in the 3-on-3 overtime. So we go to the shootout, and, well, we know Robin Leonard's not the greatest with shootouts, and you live by the shootout, you die by the shootout. Coyotes score 2 out of their 2 attempts. Blackhawks score 1 out of 3 attempts, which means Coyotes get the extra point. Hawks fail to win again at home. Hawks, they've not been very good at home. 7-7-3, basically identical to their road record, which is 5-5-3. It'd be nice to get some more wins at home. The Hawks really need to start taking advantage of home ice, but they're not doing it. But at the same time, Coyotes have been really, really good on the road. So it sucks that the Hawks couldn't get that extra point, but it is what it is. And quite frankly, I'll take 5 out of 6 points these last 3 games. Just would have been nice to get the win, especially having a 2-goal lead in the first period. Been nice to figure out a way to close these games out in regulation without having to worry about getting into the overtime, 3-on-3, or shootout kind of crapshoots. Both of them are really kind of crapshoots when you think about it. But anyhow, Hawks, all right, a decent bounce back from their past couple bad games there. Hawks now get to go out west, play Vegas, then play Coyotes again this week, and then finish off this week against the Blues. It'd be nice if the Hawks could continue this momentum and get some more points out of these next 3 games. Hopefully the majority of those points. Anyhow, with that said, I need to get to bed, so thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this 2-take Hawks Recap video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always, but most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.